Let's face it, while writing a will often ranks high on your things to-do list, it usually doesn't make the top 10 of your want-to-do list. So, you put it off. Why do something now that can be done tomorrow? Or make excuses. It's too expensive. Or just don't think about it. Nothing bad is ever going to happen to me. Well, you're not alone. Over half of Americans don't have a will either, and for many of the reasons listed. With your Legal Shield plan, you can overcome your hesitations about estate planning and setting up your will. While the word estate may evoke images of large mansions resting in the English countryside, the truth is, no matter how large or small, if you own assets, you have an estate. Your estate can include real estate, bank accounts, investments, and personal property such as furniture, vehicles, artwork, baseball cards, etc. And your estate also includes assets you control, such as your life insurance or your 401k. The 3 goals of estate planning are managing your estate during your lifetime, distributing your estate after your death, and minimizing costs, taxes, and hassles. But why do you need estate planning? With poor planning or no planning, it becomes difficult for others to know what your wishes were for your estate, which means your estate may go through probate, for which the court will determine how your estate will be distributed, which means there may be an increased cost of distributing your estate. And if that's not enough, you might be looking at higher taxes. As you are doing your estate planning, there are 3 challenges you will face: finding the right attorney, getting it done, and choosing the right planning techniques for you, which can be no planning at all, powers of attorney, beneficiary designations, jointly held assets, will, living trust, or advanced techniques. When there's no planning, that's called dying intestate or intestacy, which means dying without a will. In this situation, the state has designated, by statute, how your estate will be distributed. Generally, the state looks to the spouse, then to the children. It's a one-size-fits-all approach. With powers of attorney, it's generally broken down to cover either managing your assets or making medical decisions for you, which usually also includes a living will. The guidelines for powers of attorney can vary greatly from state to state. Beneficiary designations can be applied to certain assets, such as life insurance, investments, pensions, and retirement accounts. These designations are not affected by provisions in a will or by probate. Jointly held assets are assets held with right of survivorship. Right of survivorship means that these assets pass automatically and can avoid probate in some situations, but not if both joint tenants die. Joint assets can also carry risk, but one benefit is there can be a reduction of taxes in some situations. A last will and testament designates to whom you give your estate, who will be named guardians of your minor children, and who will represent you as your executor. A will only covers one individual, so each spouse should have his or her own will. Having a will does not keep your estate from avoiding probate, but it is a way for you to clearly define what your wishes are for your estate. In order for a last will and testament to be effective, it must be properly executed. Living trusts distribute your assets similar to a will, can help reduce or eliminate estate taxes, and can help your estate avoid probate if done right. Living trusts are not needed for every estate, however. If you feel you need a trust, you should consult with an attorney to help you. With any estate planning, it's very important to consider not trying to do it on your own. Get legal help to ensure your wishes for your estate are recognized and acted on. If you've been putting off estate planning, the time is now to get started. Contact Wagner, Falconer, and Judd so they can help you over the hurdles. Get it done and finally cross it off your list of things to do.